Let us try to understand how to connect with Akshobhya Bhairav during our meditation sessions. In my previous video, I have talked about how to connect with the Mooladhara Chakra deities, Swadhisthana Chakra deities, Manipura Chakra deities, Anahata Chakra deities, and now we are talking about how to connect with the Vishuddha Chakra deities. So in the Vishuddha Chakra, there are three deities. One is the Shiva Tattva, Akshobhya Bhairav, and another two are Shakti Tattvas, that is Mahavidya Tara and Mahavidya Matangi. As I told in the previous video, the Mooladhara Chakra represents the ground floor of the house, Swadhisthana is the first floor, Manipura is the second floor, Anahata is the third floor, and now we are talking about the fourth floor of the house. In the fourth floor, there are three doors. One is Akshobhya Bhairav's and another two are Mahavidya Tara and Mahavidya Matangi's. And Vishuddha Chakra represents the desire to communicate. And in this video, I am going to explain about my first interaction with Akshobhya Bhairav when I didn't know anything about him. So this was completely new to me. And this was my first experience. When you get to hear my first experience, you will understand how to connect with him better. So this whole playlist of live connection with the deities is about making you comfortable with their behaviors. That is, many people don't know how the deities behave, what is their nature, what they are capable of. So when we don't know what are they, it will be difficult for us to connect with them. That is why this playlist is dedicated so that people can connect with these deities easily. And now we are talking about my first interaction, which is going on inside the mind. That is, during the Brahma Muhurta time, 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. we are using the Japmala and the blindfold. So after holding Japmala and chanting Akshobhya Bhairav's name with the blindfold, you are going on inside your own mind. And your mind belongs to the astral realm, that is made of emotion and intellect. So this will be the experience of my first interaction. When I reached the fourth floor, and I knocked the door of the first house, that is Akshobhya Bhairav's. I called him by my mother tongue, that is father. That is, in my mother tongue, father is called as Anna. So I called him by the phrase Anna, please open the door. In my mother tongue, mother is called as Amma and father is called as Anna. So I called him by the phrase Anna, please open the door. I would suggest you also to connect with him using your own mother tongue. So I called him, Anna, please open the door. And Akshobhya Bhairav opened the door. So as I told in the previous video, in the Swadhisthana Chakra, Akshobhya Bhairav is a Bhairav with lot of hair. That is, I hope you have seen my for the Swadhisthana video, Batuk Bhairavs. So in that I told Akshobhya Bhairav had lot of hair all over his body and he was completely black. So that was the same experience in Vishuddha Chakra also. There was a very hairy guy who opened the door and I was completely astonished by his looks. There was no gap for the skin only. That is, his full body was covered with hair. Anyways, I went inside Akshobhya Bhairav's house and his house was very beautiful. That is, it was filled with snow, rivers, etc. So there was one huge Shiva sitting inside his house. Shiva is that Maheshwara being you see in TV serials, right? Like a very big entity who is meditating. So that big entity had one moon on his head, and through that moon, Ganga was flowing. So that Ganga was flowing as a river, and his house was very beautiful. That is, in that river, there were many Bhairavs swimming. That is, 64 Bhairavs swimming in the Ganga, which was flowing through the Shiva's head. So Shiva is that big entity who is meditating continuously. And the Bhairavs are swimming continuously. So Akshobhya Bhairav invited me to their swimming pool, that is Ganga. And I love to swim with them. I told, okay, when I'll swim. So I got down in the water and I started swimming. So as I started swimming, the force of water was becoming more and more stronger. That is, I was not able to control myself. That is, I was going with the flow of the water. Whereas the Bhairavs were swimming easily. That is, the water was not affecting them only. The water was splitting through them. That is, it didn't touch them only. And their hair, right, all the Bhairavs with lot of hair, they were not getting wet itself. That is, the water was not making them wet. And whereas in my case, the water was all over me and it was making me fully wet. So what I realized by that situation is, the water represents the thoughts. That is, Ganga through Shiva's head represents thoughts, continuous thoughts pumping in our consciousness. We are thinking continuously, right? So those are the thoughts. So that is flowing. Thoughts are flowing continuously. But Bhairavs are not getting affected by it. So what it means is, even though we experience the thoughts, we have to not identify ourselves with that thought. For example, let us say I'm getting a thought of, let's say, eating a pizza. So I want to eat a pizza. So if I let that thought flow, that thought will not affect me. But if I let that thought internalize, that is, if I experience that thought, that is, I want to eat pizza, then I will go to Pizza Hut or Domino's to eat pizza. So that is the way thoughts work. That is, you get thoughts, and if you want to experience them, you will try to find it in physical realm. But if you let it flow and if you don't identify yourself with them, then nothing will happen to you. You will be very calm and chilled. So that is what all Bhairavas are. That is, they are very calm and chilled, and they don't give a damn about the thoughts, that is, water. The water flows through them untouched. And even I wanted to be like them, all hairy and untouched by Ganga or untouched by the thoughts. But it is very difficult to achieve that state. So what they did was, they invited me in the water. They held my hand because otherwise I would have flown in the Ganga somewhere. I would have reached South India or something. So, but they held my hand correctly so that I will not flow in Ganga. And they were just splashing water all over me just to make fun. And there was all the Bhairavs, Batuk Bhairav, Asitanga Bhairav, all the Ashta Bhairavs, and Akshobhya Bhairav also. So it was all fun Bhairav pool. And after having fun, I asked them how to get detached from these thoughts, the river of thoughts. So what they did was, all of the Bhairavs brought me near the banks of the river, and near the banks of the river there was a forest. So they all took me to the forest. In the forest there was a door. So in that door, which was mysterious, I didn't know what was inside it, and I just opened it according to their advice. They told me to open the door, and I opened the door. It was completely black, and it was like anywhere door only, that from Doraemon. So they told me stand near the door after opening it. So as per their advice, after opening the door, I stood near it, and the opposite side of me was completely black. That is, inside the door was completely black, and I was very scared. I didn't know what the Bhairavs will do. So I just stood there, and all the Bhairavs with their leg, they kicked me in the back. So when they kicked me in the back, and I felt so much betrayed by them. That is, I thought they will help me, but what they did was they kicked me in the back, and I fell through that door where there was nothing. It was pitch black, and I kept on falling to a void. I fell. With the help of gravity, I fell. I kept on falling. The void was not ending only. Kept on falling. I was thinking, why did the Bhairavs kick me into a void? Here there is nothing. No Ganga, no forest, no river, no Shiva. Nothing is there. Completely null, and I'm just falling continuously. Like, I was screaming and falling. Finally, I fell in an ocean. I splashed the water of the ocean, and after that betrayal by the Bhairavs and splashing in the water, I just woke up from there. After falling, I got up and saw the surrounding. The surrounding was the story of Samudra Manthan. That is, all the Devatas and Rakshasas were fighting with each other. That is, Devatas are the good entities, and Rakshasas are the bad entities. So they were fighting with each other. So I remembered, oh, this is the Samudra Manthan story. I didn't know why the Bhairavas pushed me into a time loop where Samudra Manthan was going on. And the tug of war, as you know, the Devatas were pulling on one side, and the Rakshasas were pulling the rope from the snake from the other side. So, and poison was getting created by the mountain. And I was like, what does this mean? Why are the Devatas and Rakshasas fighting? So that's when I realized the Devatas and Rakshasas are the dualities in the mind. That is, for example, porn is bad, porn is good. Pizza is bad, pizza is good. Coffee is bad, coffee is good. This person is bad, this person is good. So that was the thoughts running in my mind, due to which I was getting wet in the Ganga. Because of the Devatas and Rakshasas fighting inside me till the Anahata Chakra, I was not able to differentiate between truth and what is not truth. That is, the truth does not have polarity, it does not have good and bad. So the Devatas and Rakshasas represented that only, the dualities created by the human mind. Not only humans, all the animals, birds including, all of the earthly species have the dualities in the mind, due to which they are stuck in the physical realm. Only when we overcome this duality, we can go beyond the physical realm. So what I saw was, during the Samudra Manthan story, Akshobhya Bhairav came to rescue the Devatas and Rakshasas from the fight. So the poison got created by the mountain, and the poison was the truth, that is Aham Brahmasmi. So for a materialistic person, when he hears the truth for the first time, that is Aham Brahmasmi, I am the God, I am the Shiva, I am the dreamer, I am the absolute zero, vibrationless consciousness. It is poisonous for a materialistic person who is full of duality. Because in a materialistic person's mind, there will be a lot of dualities, like money is good, poverty is bad, this is dirty, this is good, this is luxury, this is bad, and so many dualities will be there in a materialistic person's mind, due to which the truth like Aham Brahmasmi is like poison for him initially. But as soon as the truth sinks in his mind, right, slowly he starts questioning, what did I see? What did I see in Aditya's video? Is this true that absolute zero is the original reality and these are just vibrations of duality? So when you hear the truth in Vedas, Upanishad, Tantras, or in any spiritual podcast videos, the truth will slowly sink in your mind. That is, the truth is poisonous in the initial phase, but slowly as it sinks in your mind, it will become amrita. That is, it will become nectar, sweet nectar. So that is what Samudra Manthan story represented. That is, we have to go beyond the fight of Devatas and Rakshasas, that is the duality in the mind. Only then we can get the nectar, the sweet nectar. But the sweet nectar, initially it will be poisonous. But slowly as it sinks in your mind, you will see the world as only one. That is, everything is you. Even the blindfold is you, even the japmala is you, even the person sitting in front of you is you. All the people, all the birds, all the species are you. There is no duality in your mind. Only then you join the vibrationless consciousness. Once you become everything, that is absolute one, then you become nothing. So in order to achieve the absolute zero, that is Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you have to experience the ultimate orgasm, that is absolute one, that is popping out through the Sahasrara Chakra, through the Brahmarahandra. So when you experience the Sahasrara orgasm, you come out of the skull and you join the vibrationless consciousness, which is pervading all around you. So it is there all around us, but we cannot see it because it does not interact with us. So that's what Nirvikalpa Samadhi means. Once you achieve Nirvikalpa, you can go to the astral realm, causal realm, then finally join the vibrationless permanently. So that's what told in Autobiography of a Yogi also. And that's what my first interaction of Akshobhya Bhairav meant. And it was a beautiful experience with Akshobhya Bhairav. I hope you guys also will be able to connect with him in similar manner in order to crush your duality. I hope he kicks your back so that you will fall in this Samudra Manthan story and experience and relive it. So I hope I have brought some light to your consciousness. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.